Robert Beckton is a crazy-ass killer so dirty that if you saw him, you wouldn't think he was a wealthy landlord. Robert lived in British Columbia, specifically in Vancouver, and Robert owned a large pig farm. But this man was at the very least a psychopathic man who created evil and killed his victims. Robert killed more than 50 women, and when women saw him, he was safe because he was a doctor farmer. He invited women and girls to visit his big farm and enjoy the open air. No woman came in and out of the farm. As soon as the lady and girl entered his farm, he would kill them, take the art of cutting them off, and then feed them to his own pigs. Not only did he keep some of the victims' head, hands, and feet in his many freezers, as a tokens of his victims, he went crazy dumping bodies completed in a wood grinder. He puts the fat, intestines, and other parts of it with some of the pig's unusable parts, such as intestines, bones, blood, heart, and liver, and then sells this mixture of human and pig remains to a facility in his area that manufactures cosmetics such as lipstick, soap, and shampoo. This crazy thug didn't like to bury corpses. He liked to get his victims to the greatest number of people. So he enjoyed seeing women wearing lipstick because he knew that this plastic was made from the remains of his victims. And he went by restaurants and smiled when he saw someone eating meat and hamburger sandwiches because he knew that meat was the meat of his victims. After a period of police noticed the disappearance of a number of women, and the police gathered many hypotheses about the reason for the disappearance of the girls, but it did not come to mind the real cause of the disappearance. And fortunately, a girl managed to escape from that idiot after he lured her to his farm and tried to kill her. As the girl reached the police while she was between life and death and pointed them to the farm of that psychopathic serial killer, of course, the police found only the head, feet, and hands. As for the rest of the victim's body, he turned into a beauty or a fruit that the general population of the town ate. This thug was sentenced to prison 25. Without the right to a pardon, this was the maximum penalty in Canadian law. The bridge causing suicide. This bridge is located near Overton House, and the same name is given to this bridge and is located in Scotland. When we describe the bridge, you will find that it is a castle built in the Gothic style as it was completed in 1862. And although the shape of the bridge is very natural, no dog passes on this bridge but through itself from the highest point of the bridge. It is worth noting that this strange phenomenon began to be observed in the middle of the century Ashlyn, but before this was not happening anything abnormal on the bridge. In the early 90s, it was noticed that any dog passing from this bridge runs quickly and then throws himself from the highest point above the bridge. And if any dog is rescued, it returns again to throw himself from the same point. Several theories have emerged to explain the reason for the actions of dogs when they pass over this bridge. And one of the theories assumed that because there are many faison animals under the bridge, which makes dogs jump in order to hunt these animals. But there are those who proved the error of that theory and explained that the area under the bridge does not have this type of animal. And one of the clergy believes that this bridge is haunted by an evil spirit that pushes those who pass by it to throw themselves, and says that he tried this feeling. One eyewitness says that he saw a man passing over this bridge and was carrying his child, and then he threw a child from this bridge and prepared to throw himself behind his child, but he retreated from that. In conclusion, the secret of this bridge will remain unknown until God wills.